and 7. Three of those 4 wins have come here in the friendly confines of Denmark. Meanwhile, Carolina University, the Lady Bruins, comes in with a mark of 2-6. 2-2 in the last 4 games, including a win back a few days ago against Takara Falls by the final score of 74-36. Meanwhile, the Lady Tigers coming off a loss to Fisk University, and they're trying to stop a 3-game losing streak. So right now, as we get ready for our game, I'll take this little silence and we'll have the play of our national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, once so proudly we hailed, at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang out, the bombers singing out, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're reminded that federal regulations prohibit smoking in this building, and we
All right, that was the national anthem, and get ready for the starting lineups. We turn things over to our PA announcer, Willie Jefferson.
for today's are sanctioned by the NAIA. On behalf of our president, Dr. Rodney Hopkins, and the administration of Voorhees College, we would like to wish everyone a joyous season of holiday. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Leonard E. Dawson Health and Human Resources Center. This is the Jerry M. Screen Arena, and today the Lady Voorhees College Tigers take on the Lady Bruins of Carolina University from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And now introducing the starting lineups, first round visitors from Carolina University. Wearing number 1, Denasia Mitchell. Wearing number 12, Santasia Gordon. And wearing number 24, Taja Smith. And wearing number 30, Malaya Montgomery. And wearing number 34, Joanna Robinson. The Lady Bruins are coached by Quante Lee and assisted by Brittany Dawson. And now, your Lady Voorhees College Tigers. At one guard from Mullen, South Carolina, wearing number 1, Ripley McDonald. At the other guard from Augusta, Georgia, wearing number 12, Diamond Oliver. At the one forward from Covington, Georgia, wearing number 11, Ariana Todd. At the other forward from Riverdale, Georgia, wearing number 20, Casey Johnson. And at center from Columbia, South Carolina, wearing number 22, Ashley Johnson. The Lady Tigers are coached by Edward Glover and assisted by Kenneth Carter. Trevin Ellis, Deanna Freeman, Denzel Wall, and Ariel Walker.
All right, so that was the starting lineups said here this afternoon by our PA announcer, Willie Jefferson. An interesting note that Diamond Culver is in the starting lineups because this Lady Bruins squad has a stacked guard lineup here, and it's senior laden as well. So they have several upperclassmen, seniors and juniors on this 2-6 Lady Bruins squad. Meanwhile, for the Lady Tigers trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here. And as always, we welcome your comments here in the comment chat room, whether it be on YouTube or Facebook. And we're underway. Brittany McDonald, nice to see her back in the starting lineup. Missed her for a minute. Culver tries the 3 early on and misses. On with the rebound is Robertson. We play 10-minute 4 quarters here in women's college basketball. Woman-to-woman defense and a nice pass inside, but unfortunately cannot hit. Ashley comes away with the rebound. Is McDonald. Is Culver. Card, and we'll talk about her in a little bit. Misses from the outside. Back come the Lady Bruins looking to push. Shot is up and no good there for Mitchell, the leading scorer for the Lady Bruins. Here's another opportunity. Too hard off the glass. Montgomery comes away with the boards. And Mitchell once again with the rock. As we're just underway here, as we played a little over a minute here into this first quarter, no score. And our first score is there for Smith. So Smith with her first 2 points and the first 2 points of the ball game, and it is 2-0. Lady Bruins on top. Here's McDonald at the top of the circle. Splitting the defense. Gets inside, no call. She loses the ball, and possession will go to Carolina. Once again, we're short on manpower here this afternoon. So my partner, Cam McLean, is patrolling the center camera while we have 2 other cameras that are stationary. Usually it's controlled by our students. Normally all 3 cameras are controlled by our students, but once again, they're on Christmas break here. Wilds checks in for the first time for the Lady Tigers. The Leisure Wilds. Still 2-0 is our score here on a beautiful afternoon in Denmark for December. That shot is no good. Coming back the other way, Lady Bruins out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Jump shot from the baseline is no good. But loose ball and gathered in and up in for 2. Smith scores the first 2 baskets of the ball game. Carolina with a 4-0 lead. Here's Brittany. Can't hit. Rebound by Ashley. They'll set it up again. Ashley inside is good. Ashley Johnson with her first 2 points. And we'll need a good amount of point production from her this afternoon, as I believe that the Lady Tigers should have advantage down low with some of their athletes that they have. And there's a strip there. Back come the Lady Tigers, looking to push, looking to tie. And Wilds, a little wild with that pass.
Bruins is number 3, White.
Caliana White checks in for the first time for the Lady Bruins. And White, in that win over Toccoa Falls, she scored 20 points coming off the bench. So the Lady Tigers need to keep an eye out on her. She is instant offense coming off the bench. Here's Mitchell as she gives it up. Does not even hit the rim. And back come the Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers down 4-2 with 6 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Here's Culver, gives it off to Wiles. Wiles, long three is no good. Carolina on the attack. Here's Montgomery. Pull-up shot is good.
Montgomery.
So Malaya Montgomery with her first 2 points, and it's a 4-point Lady Bruin lead at 6-2. Here's Wiles. Gives it up. Three-pointer, no good. Back comes Carolina. Here's Montgomery all the way, no good. Ball knocked around. Culver had a chance at it, and it goes out of bounds. Early timeout for the Lady Tigers. With 5 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the first quarter, it is 6-2, Carolina on top. Once again, thank you for joining us here this afternoon. We love to hear from you. Where are you watching the game from? Are you an alum of Voorhees or an alum of Carolina? Let us know exactly where you're watching the game from. What city, what state, and what college you represent. 6-2 is our score. Carolina on top of Voorhees early on here. One thing about the Lady Bruins, especially in their 2 victories this year, they have come out strong in the first quarter, including that last victory against Toccoa Falls, where they outscored Toccoa Falls in the first quarter 22-7. Now, a defensive-minded coach like Glover, who employs defense, I'm pretty sure the defense for the Lady Tigers will push Carolina offense to the limit as far as getting out to a fast start. Right now, a little scoreboard check, as looks like the game time and the shot clock needs a little bit readjustment. And right now, from what we see, it's 5 minutes and 16 seconds and 18 seconds left on the shot clock for the Lady Bruins. With only 5 seconds or 14 seconds left on the shot clock, still had plenty of time, but that shot was no good there by Wells, who just checked in for Carolina. Here's a shot from the free throw line, and that shot is no good for Ashley Johnson. Here comes Montgomery for the Lady Bruins, as she is fouled by Ashley Johnson. Henry Benson is watching us from
Ashley Johnson. That's her first, team's first of the first period.
From Liberia.
Shooting 2.
Thank you so very much for tuning in. So we have an international person watching us from overseas. And he's a proud Tiger as well. With 5 minutes and 1 second remaining in the first quarter. Montgomery at the line shooting 2 from Ashley Johnson's first foul. And that is the first team foul. Matter of fact, that is the first foul of the game. Montgomery only able to hit 1 out of 2. Ashley comes away with the boards. 7-2 is our score. Under 5 minutes to go. Here's McDonald splitting the defense, and she's called for a traveling violation. Ariana Card checks back in. And we want to make one correction here that my partner stated back on during homecoming. When she left the building, she actually had she was in concussion protocol at that point. As Montgomery lays it up and in.
By Montgomery.
So Miss VC, apologize for everybody. We thought it was out of frustration, but it was really in concussion protocol as we have a whistle against Voorhees. Dallas, Texas is in the house. Watching us on our YouTube page at VC Tiger Sports. Thank you so very much for tuning in. And also checking us in live from Facebook is the Hall of Famer herself, Tanya Martino. Thank you so very much for tuning in. 9-2 is our score. Voorhees down to the Lady Bruins, Carolina. Under 4.5 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. Some good defense being shown there by Casey Johnson. And they'll call a foul on Casey. Casey had some nice defense going on there.
And at the line shooting 2 is number 34, Robertson.
Robertson at the line, misses the first.
Back in the game for the Lady Tigers is number 33, Wilds.
Wilds checks back in for the Lady Tigers, and also checking in for the first time, Bunkley checking in. So our score is still 9-2, coming up on 4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Lady Tigers trying to cut in on this lead. Bunkley along the baseline, can't hit. Ball loose on the ground, and we'll have a jump ball. Voorhees will still have possession. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. 3 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the first quarter. As once again, we'll have a little conference call by the referees. And now they'll change possession arrows and they'll give it to Carolina. So the referees discussed a few things and they changed the possession arrow over to Carolina. So Lady Bruins with the 9-2 lead and possession. A light press, not a big press, shown here by the Lady Tigers. Three-pointer on the way is up and no good there for White. Trying to rush it up the court, and an errant pass, and it goes off the hands of Ashley Johnson. Callie White has family watching us. Matter of fact, that family, Dallas, Texas. Abe H. watching us. Thank you for tuning in, sir. Bunkley comes away with the boards. Still, Voorhees trying to get on the board since scoring that opening 2 there by Ashley Johnson. Right now, the Lady Tigers a little cold from the field here in this first quarter with under 3 minutes to go. And Carolina on top 9-2. Not anymore. They're up 11-2 by Denasia Mitchell. Mitchell is the leading scorer for the Lady Bruins at 16 points per game, entering into today's matchup. McDonald gets it out. Wiles for 3. Bank shot, no good. Ashley with the rebound and putback is no good. And we'll have a whistle.
30 seconds.
So a 30-second timeout taken by Carolina University out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. With 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, it's Carolina up 11-2 over the Lady Tigers of Voorhees. Voorhees right now playing in a 12th game of the regular season, 4-7 so far, but 3 of those 4 wins have come at home. But right now, Voorhees in a 11-2 hole with 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. Right now, Voorhees not shooting well from the field, but Carolina, defensively speaking, not giving Voorhees too much of open looks right now. Culver, good defense there on White as she gives it off along the baseline. That one was partially blocked there by Ashley Johnson. Here comes McDonald. McDonald looking to push. McDonald, shot is good, and that is finally a shot there made by the Lady Tigers. And the Lady Tigers now down 11-4. Under 2 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. Tigers trying to snap a 3-game losing streak as McDonald comes away with the strip. McDonald, and it off of her leg. But still, that was good defense there by Brittany McDonald. And when McDonald was out of the lineup, we missed that defensive intensity there for the leading scorer for the Lady Tigers. And basically, probably I would say, the motor that runs this Lady Tigers attack. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell, 10 seconds left on the shot clock from the free throw line is no good. McDonald, as we said, she's the heart and intensity of this Lady Tiger squad, and she draws the foul.
Everett. That's her.
Everett is called for the foul. Coming up on 1 minute remaining left in the first quarter. Lady Tigers are down. Here's Culver. Culver, 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Ashley has to put it up from the corner. It's no good. Lady Bruins will play for the final shot. Well, excuse me. Still have 40 seconds left. 11-6 is our score. Carolina on top. With 7 seconds left on the shot clock, here's Mitchell. Just inside the three-point line, can't hit. Off of the hand of Wilds. With 17 seconds left, shot clock is turned off. Carolina can hold for the final shot. And we'll have a whistle. Traveling violation. And Lady Tigers will have possession with 8.3 seconds to go. Five seconds left for Bunkley. Gives it into Ashley off of her hands, but the horn goes off, and that is the end of the first quarter. And at the end of one, Carolina University Lady Bruins up 11-6 over the Lady Tigers of Voorhees College. And you're watching Lady Tigers basketball right here on the VC Tiger Sports Network. As there a shot of the president, President Hopkins, enjoying a Saturday afternoon of college basketball here as we get ready for the second quarter. In that first quarter, Voorhees a little off there in the first quarter, but Carolina not necessarily doing that great from the field themselves. And after all of that, as far as the low percentage of from the field for Voorhees. They're only down 11-6. Want to remind folks that Lady Tigers basketball all season long is sponsored by Prisma Health. Prisma Health is the official sponsor of Voorhees Athletics. 11-6 is our score as we get ready to start the second quarter. I'm Clarence Jones here flying solo this afternoon as my partner Cam McLean is manning our center camera here this afternoon due to the fact that our students are off for Christmas vacation. So a couple of our cameras are unmanned, so that's why you'll see some of the stationary shots here this afternoon. McDonald as a jump ball situation.
Alternating jump ball.
And possession arrow. We'll give it to the Bruins. So just to make sure the alternating possession will go to the Bruins. Card checks back in for the Lady Tigers. (11-6) is our score. Just underway here in this second quarter. Here's Mitchell, the leading scorer for the Lady Bruins on this season. Being guarded by the leading scorer for the Lady Tigers, McDonald. She stops her dribble, gives it off to Montgomery. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Montgomery puts it up and in. So Malaya Montgomery with her third field goal. She has 6 points on the afternoon, and it's a 13-6 Lady Bruin lead as McDonald unable to hit. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell to the basket. Too hard off the glass. Ball knocked around. Culver did have it, and it was stolen by Mitchell. And White with possession, and Carolina with an extra possession. As we'll have a stop in play as officials time once again.
Don't forget, again, on behalf of our president, Dr. Ronnie Hopkins, and
it's about the third time here in this ball game that we had the officials timeout.
Season of holidays. Please be safe and careful.
8 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the first half. 13-6 is our score. As we have a wet spot on the floor, and Coach Glover will clean it up himself. See, this is what happens when we don't have our students here. Usually we have our student helpers, our floor people, our cheering section, and also our students behind the camera. So we do want to wish our students a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, and Happy Holidays to everybody out there that is tuned in. Hanukkah going on right now. Happy Hanukkah for those who celebrate Hanukkah. Shot is good there for Mitchell. Mitchell, they'll give her the 3, and it's a 10-point Lady Bruin lead. 16-6. Culver across the lane is up and is good. So Culver with the deuce, and it's 16-8. Montgomery quickly back for the Lady Bruins, and that is no good. Last touch by a Lady Bruin. So the Lady Tigers now with possession, down by 8. Here's Culver. Ashley, around the horn it goes. Out of the corner for 3 is no good.
Alternating jump ball.
And we'll have an alternating jump ball, and the Lady Tigers will have possession. Also want to wish Happy Founders Day to the men of Alpha Phi Alpha. Thank you, Marion Wright, for commenting on Facebook Live. And also, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in on Facebook Live and also on our YouTube page. And near still there by White, but McDonald able to hold on to it and puts it in. McDonald and White cannot control it the other way. So here comes the potential run here for the Lady Tigers for the first time this afternoon, down 16-10 with 7 minutes and 42 seconds remaining here in the first half. McDonald gives it up. Quick shot. No good. There for Wilds. And coming out the pack, up the court it goes. Too strong there for Smith, as we'll have a whistle before the shot.
Voorhees 33, Lasia Wilds.
Wilds will pick up her first personal, and that is the team's first team foul of the second quarter. Taya Smith misses the first. Smith is a 5'8" senior out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. How's the weather up there right now, huh? In Michigan. Well, just to let you know, it is a balmy 73 degrees down here in Denmark, South Carolina. Double team, but the shot put up and no good. Newbill in there for the first time, number 44 for the Lady Tigers. Put up that shot. Back the other way, that shot is no good. Good rebound there for the Lady Tigers. Bunkley comes away with it. Wilds from the corner, and she's called for steps. 6 minutes, 50 seconds remaining here in the first half. Lady Tigers down 16-10 to the 2-6 Lady Bruins of Carolina University out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. They go up inside, no foul call, but the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Voorhees.
For the Lady Bruins is number 15. Correction, number 14, Wells.
Wells checks back in for Carolina. As that shot was partially blocked there by Newbill as it goes out of bounds. 6.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. A low scoring second quarter here. Wells. Turnaround shot on Ashley is no good. Good defense standing her ground, Ashley Johnson. McDonald. And that pass is stolen. Back the other way. Robertson can't hit. Montgomery can't hit. And Lady Tigers comes away with it. Here's McDonald. 1-on-3. And she's called for the offensive foul. I think McDonald was trying to draw the foul as she was outnumbered 3-1. That is her first, team second. Under 6 minutes to go here in this first half. 16-10 is our score. Lady Tigers down to the Lady Bruins. Here's the shot, put up, no good. Rebound is no good, and the putback. Newbill comes away with the boards. The Lady Tigers trying to cut in on the 6-point lead before halftime. Ashley can't hit. Newbill almost comes away with the boards. Instead, here comes Montgomery charging down the court, and she puts it up and in.
lead by Montgomery.
Montgomery, the leading scorer for the Lady Bruins this afternoon. 8 points on the afternoon, and it's an 8-point lead. And that shot was blocked, but McDonald able to regain it. But here comes Montgomery again out of the pack. And it's no good. But Montgomery draws the foul. Buckley picks up her first personal.
And at the line shooting 2 is number 34, Robertson. Correction, number 30, Montgomery.
Montgomery be at the line shooting. It's the third team foul of the second period for the Lady Tigers, as we'll have a substitute as Ashley Johnson will go out. And coming in will be Destiny Owens out of Effingham, Georgia. Owens and Newbill, both from the same area. As Montgomery hits the first. Montgomery, she hits the second one, will already be in double digits with 10 points. She hits the second, and Montgomery is responsible for half of her team's 20 points put up here in the first half, and it's a 20-10 Carolina lead as Montgomery, she's doing it all, stealing and bringing it up the court and putting it in. Montgomery with 12 points, and it is a 12-point Lady Bruin lead at 22-10. Wiles will try to change that, and she does. Big three for Wiles, and Delasia cuts the Carolina lead down to 22-13. Shot put up, no good. Newbill comes away with the board. Lady Tigers trying to cut in even more. Bunkley, no good. Lady Tigers with another opportunity. McDonald across the lane, too hard off the glass, as we'll have a whistle. So the foul is called. Is on Destiny Owens. Owens picks up her first. Team's fourth foul. Carolina University does not have a team foul yet here in this second quarter. And we have about 4 minutes remaining in the first half. In fact, how about Carolina University for the game? Only one foul. Only one foul in the game so far. And that foul happened back in the first period. And that foul was on Everett. All right, 22-13 is our score. Under 4 minutes to go. Here's Mitchell being guarded by Card. Nice defense for Card. Mitchell, too hard off the glass, and you got to give it up for Card, disrupting Mitchell's pathway to the hoop, as we'll have Bunkley stepping on out of bounds. So 3 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the first half. It is 22-13 is our score. Carolina University on top. 2-6 coming into the ball game. 1-4 on the road for Carolina. Meanwhile, for Voorhees, 3 of their 4 victories have come here in the friendly confines of the Dawson Center. Here's Wiles. Gives up inside. Double team, and the ball knocked out of the hands of Card. Loose ball picked up there by Mitchell. White for 3. Bank shot, good for Callie White. And White, her first three-pointer on the afternoon, and it is 25-13. Back the other way, Wilds unable to hit. (25-13) is our score, coming up on 2:15 remaining. Here's Mitchell from the free throw line, trying to draw the foul, unable to hit. Buckley on with the boards, and she was fouled.
Gordon, that's her first.
Gordon picks up her first, and a first team foul of the second period for Carolina. Here's Wilds. Give up to Ashley. Ashley, it is stolen by White, but stolen right back by Wilds. Wilds gives it up out of the corner for three. No good. Ball knocked around, and last touch by the Lady Bruins. So the Lady Tigers trying to battle their way back here, down 25-13 with 1:47 seconds remaining in the first half. Bunkley wide open for three. Unable to hit. Lady Tigers only hitting one three-pointer so far this afternoon. Lady Bruins, they hit two three-pointers. Here's Montgomery. Montgomery unable to hit. And yes, she came back inbounds as she came out of bounds. And turnover. So the Lady Tigers will have it. 1:26 and counting. Wilds for three. Got it! Wilds with a second three-pointer. And that is a big three-pointer, and it cuts the lead down to 25-16. Here's Montgomery, the leading scorer for the Lady Bruins. Under a minute to go. Can the Lady Tigers come back here in this first half to try to cut the lead down? And that shot is no good. Lady Tigers trying to cut the lead down. Down now 25-16. Culver gives off to Bunkley. McDonald. Oh, splitting the defense and putting it in. Brittany McDonald with her third field goal. She has 6 points on the afternoon, and it's 25-18. About 1 second difference between shot clock and game clock. 22 seconds left on the game here in this first half. McDonald, nice defense. Nice defense there by McDonald with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And Montgomery hits. Montgomery with 14 points here in this first half. McDonald. And no foul call, huh? Okay. I thought McDonald probably should have gone to the line, but instead we'll go into halftime with Voorhees down 27-18 to the Carolina University Lady Bruins. And in this first half, when you look at it, the Lady Bruins have hit their shots. You have to admit they've hit their shots. The Lady Tigers got off to a slow start, but they're in the second quarter, started to pick it up, especially on the defensive side, forcing some turnovers and forcing some points the other way. But the Lady Tigers, if they want to come back and win this game this afternoon, it'll have to be more of that tenacious defense that they showed here late in the first half. And not only that, points production-wise, of course, McDonald with 6 points, Wilds with 2 3-pointers, giving her 6 points. But more is needed from the rest of the ladies offensively if the Lady Tigers want to have any shot at coming back into this game. So it just can't be McDonald and Wilds. And hopefully Ashley Johnson, who scored the first bucket for Voorhees, hopefully that she can put some points on the board coming up here in the second half. But second half, we do have coming up Lady Tigers down, but not out, down 27-18 as we head into halftime. So, of course, no cheerleaders, so no Cam. Matter of fact, Cam McLean, ladies and gentlemen, is behind the camera, our center court camera. So I'd like to thank you for doing that. He's a man of many talents, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, we might have a few. Back to our broadcast control people and Mr. Sumner, and we'll have this halftime break, and we'll come back and get you set for the second half of this afternoon game. As right now, the Lady Tigers are down 27-18. You're watching Lady Tiger basketball right here on the VC Tiger Sports Network.
Good morning. My name is Cornelia Lawson, and I am a senior majoring in criminal justice. Being a student at Voorhees College, I enjoy being on the campus, the training they provide, the professionalism of the staff, but most importantly, working for Dean West. Scholarships help me with my financial aid because I am not able to pay out of pocket. Also, Scholarships help me with getting connections to others who are working or have worked in my field. With my Voorhees College degree, I plan to work as a homicide detective. I would like to say thank you for all your love and support. We really appreciate it, and I would like to encourage people that it's okay to give back sometimes. You may never know when it's your turn, and you may need something. Thank you for helping take Voorhees College to the next level of excellence.
My name is Tamia Crawford, and I'm a senior, majoring in biology. What I like most about being a student at Voorhees is the outstanding care that the upper administration gives to make sure we are successful. Scholarships help me by giving me a push to do better, to know it's an opportunity to help pay for school. Once I obtain my degree in biology, I plan on gaining clinical experience in pediatrics and labor delivery. Those who give support to Voorhees College, I appreciate you and the support you give, because your support pushes us to be the greatest that we can be. What I would like to say to encourage people to give is to do whatever you feel is right, because we are grateful for anything. Thank you for helping us take Voorhees College to the next level of excellence.
All right, we're back here at the Leonard E. Dawson Center on the campus of Voorhees College. I'm Clarence Jones. Thank you so very much for tuning in this afternoon. 27-18 is our score. Carolina University leading Voorhees Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers coming out with first possession. Brittany McDonald with the ball right now. Casey Johnson in the game. Diamond Culver, who has the ball. Ty Bunkley, also in the starting lineup to start the second half. And the basket is good there for Casey Johnson. Back the other way, shot no good, and we'll have a whistle. As I mentioned, at the end of the first half, some of the second half adjustments, Lady Tigers need to have some more scorers scoring here other than Brittany McDonald and Delasha Wilds.
That's her second.
Bunkley picks up her second foul.
At the line, shooting two.
At the line, shooting two
Number 24
is Smith. Smith misses the first. Smith, she is a senior, once again out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. One out of two from the line. And Smith with 5 points on the afternoon, and it's an 8-point lead right now for the Lady Bruins at 28-20. We haven't played quite a minute yet into this second half. Here's Ashley. Ashley taking Smith. Turnaround shot, no good. Smith on with the rebound. Here's Mitchell. Being guarded there by McDonald. Mitchell stripped there by McDonald. And we'll have a whistle coming back the other way. Oh, and they call a double dribble on Brittany McDonald. Wow. Surprise, surprise. Even Coach Glover didn't believe that that was a double dribble. And that stopped a potential fast break points there for the Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers definitely had numbers going back the other way. And we'll have an offensive foul called on Smith.
Number 24, Smith.
So I guess that's a makeup for the double dribble. 28-20 is our score. Here's McDonald, can't hit. Mitchell comes away with the boards. Mitchell up the court it goes. Culver back on defense as she distracts that shot. As the ball goes out of bounds, last touch by the Lady Bruins. So good defense for the Lady Tigers back the other way. Under 8.5 minutes to go. Once again, we welcome everybody's comments here on both our YouTube and our Facebook page. Bunkley can't hit. Ball knocked around. Bodies to the floor, jump ball situation, and Voorhees will still have possession. Oh no, they'll give it to the Lady Bruins. So pardon me, they give it to the Lady Bruins. Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in to our Facebook Live page and also our YouTube page at VC Tiger Sports. Vivian Reed Dix, thank you for checking in on our Facebook Live. We've played 2 minutes into this third quarter. 28-20 is our score. Oh, nice defensive play there by Card. But unfortunately, the ball goes right back over to the Lady Bruins. Some good defense being shown here by the Lady Tigers coming out of this halftime. Only 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Mitchell have to toss it up, and no good. And I don't know why they stopped playing. The ball did hit the basket. It did hit the rim. It looked like several players just stopped playing, thought it was a 24-second shot clock violation. Basket is good there for Ashley Johnson. I said 24-second. I meant 30-second shot clock. You know, in the college ball, they play 30 seconds. In pro ball, they play 24-second shot clock. Here's Mitchell all the way to the basket. Kind of stumbled on her way to the basket. Casey Johnson comes away with the boards and almost a steal. But foot out of bounds. Lady Tigers will still have possession.
This is number 14, Wells.
Wells checks back in for the Lady Bruins, and also Montgomery checks back in for the Lady Bruins as well. The Leisure Wilds checks in for the Lady Tigers. But before then, we'll have a quick timeout called by Carolina University, up 28-22 with 6 minutes and 41 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Just want to remind everybody that we'll have more basketball action coming up on Tuesday as the Tigers of Voorhees will take on the Bruins of Carolina University. And we also want to remind you that Lady Tiger basketball is being brought to you by Prisma Health. Prisma Health is the official sponsor of Voorhees Athletics. 28-22 is our score. Lady Bruins up, but the Lady Tigers battling back here. At one point in time, the Lady Tigers were down by 10 points, and they have battled back. Vivian Reed Dix asking when she could come co-host whenever you want to. That's I don't care whenever. Just let us know. I'm gladly we have a seat for you here. 6 minutes and 37 seconds to go.
That's her first.
As Robertson is called for the foul. That is her first. Casey Johnson will be at the line shooting, trying to cut in on this 28-22 lead. Like I said, Vivian, anytime, just let us know when you want to come and co-host. We'll be more than happy to have a seat for you. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch there by Carolina. So Lady Tigers, another opportunity to cut in on this 28-22 lead. Down low it goes. McDonald, just off the rim. She was in a good position to cut the lead down even further. Casey sticks her hand in there defensively, and now she's called for the foul.
Foul for Voorhees, number 20, Casey Johnson.
Casey Johnson picks up her second, and that is the team's second of the third period.
Back for the Lady Tigers is number 11, Card.
Ariana Card checks back in for the Lady Tigers. Here come the Bruins trying for their third win of the season, and counted, and a foul for Wells. So the foul is called on Ashley Johnson. That is her second, team's third.
One is number 14, Wells.
So Nigel Wells, the 5'11" forward/center out of Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Now the lead for Voorhees is number 21, Bunkley.
Bunkley checks back in as Card checks out for the Lady Tigers. With 6 minutes and 4 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 31-22 is our score. Lady Bruins on top of the Lady Tigers, but the Lady Tigers still trying to battle back here. Down by 9. Here's McDonald. McDonald to the rim. Bit too hard. Lady Bruins on the attack. Here's Montgomery. Short. Bodies to the floor. As we'll have a 30-second timeout taken by the Lady Bruins. So with 5 minutes and 36 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, it is 31-22, our score. The Lady Tigers down to the Lady Bruins from Carolina University out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And just a reminder, coming up, our next broadcast will involve the men's game That's coming up December the 7th against the Bruins of Carolina University. That game is set for 7 o'clock Eastern time. So join us on December the 7th as we'll have our next basketball broadcast before having a Christmas break for our next home game coming up after New Year's. 5.5 minutes to go. Oh, nice pass to Wells as Wells puts it up and in.
Court 2.
Wells with her second field goal, but nice pass from Denasia Mitchell. 33-22 is our score. McDonald gives it up. Ashley Johnson being double teamed. Ashley didn't know where to go, and she thought Culver would be right there. Culver was not there.
30-second timeout.
Voorhees will call a 30-second timeout with 5 minutes and 4 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 33-22 is our score. Lady Tigers are still down. Lady Tigers, and I think right now, Coach Glover is stressing the fact that you have to communicate better offensively. Defensively speaking, they have to limit the Lady Bruins as far as any up close shots or high percentage shots. Force them into low percentage shots and try to turn the ball over to create some instant offense to try to get back into this ball game. Meanwhile, for Carolina, Carolina doing pretty good so far, but offensive-wise, the defense has got to the Lady Bruins from time to time. Foul called against Card. That is her first. And that is the team's fourth foul of the third quarter. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell being guarded by McDonald. McDonald has done a nice job on Mitchell so far. Mitchell is usually the leading scorer. She averages 16 points. Right now, she's only stuck at 5 points. Montgomery just inside the three-point line, no good. Card comes away with it, and Wells is called for the foul.
The foul is on the Bruins, number 50, and then Janasia Everett. That's her second, team's third. Returning to the line for the Lady Tigers is number 33, Wiles. And for the Bruins, number 14, Wells.
33-22 is our score. Wiles checks back in for the Lady Tigers. Here's McDonald. Thought about the three. Around the horn it goes. Here's Wiles. And she's fouled there by White.
The foul is on the Bruins, number 3, White. That's her first, team's fourth. And at the last.
So Caliana White is called for her first personal. Wiles at the line shooting two. Wiles already hit 2 3-pointers here this afternoon. Wiles with 8 points on the afternoon so far. And it cuts down the lead, 33-24. Up the court it goes to Montgomery. Too hard off the glass. Wells with the follow, no good. Culver comes away with the boards. Here's an opportunity for the Lady Tigers to cut in on this lead, down 33-24, under 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. Here's Ashley Johnson. Count it and one. Ashley Johnson gets into the scorers column.
That's our first, team's fifth.
Wells picks up the foul.
Over Smith.
Smith checks back in for Carolina University. Ashley Johnson with 6 points on the afternoon, looking for point number 7. Just like that, the Lady Tigers cuts the lead down now 33-27. And here's McDonald once again playing blanket defense there on Mitchell. Mitchell usually the leading scorer for the Lady Bruins, but she's having a time here against McDonald. Mitchell gives it up. Foot on the line for two. Too hard off the glass. The follow is no good. Another opportunity for the Lady Bruins, and we'll have a foul call.
The ball is on Voorhees, number 1, Brittany McDonald.
Brittany McDonald is called for her second. Team's fifth. So at the line shooting will be Smith. Coach James Williams checking in from Orangeburg as the men, as they have a game coming up later on this afternoon. Up there in Orangeburg, I believe they're taking on Morris College. 34-27 is our score. Lady Tigers trying to cut in on this lead. Wiles gives it up to Bunkley. Bunkley straightaway three-pointer is good. Bunkley, her first points of the afternoon, and it comes at a big time, and it's now 34-30. And ball loose, picked up by the Lady Tigers. On the run they go. Here's McDonald leading the charge. McDonald all the way to the hoop, no good. Coming back the other way, here come the Bruins. As they give it up is Roberson. Count it, and one for Roberson.
The ball is on Voorhees, number 12, Diamond Culver.
Diamond Culver picks up her first personal.
Team's fifth.
Then that's the team's fifth foul.
Bruins is number 32, Collins. And at the line shooting one is number 34, Robinson.
Ayana Collins, number 32, checks in for the first time for Carolina, as that shot is no good. Unable to complete the three-point play. So it's still a 36-30 lead, but Bunkley out of the corner for three, and it cuts the lead down to three. Bunkley with her second three-pointer of this period. And it's the closest the Lady Tigers have been since the opening minutes of the first half. Here's Mitchell. Mighty quiet here this afternoon. Can't hit. The putback is no good. Ashley Johnson comes away with it. Here's Culver. Culver gives it off the Wilds inside to McDonald, and we'll have a foul call. And that foul will go against Collins. So Ayana Collins, the 6-foot senior out of Charleston, South Carolina, picks up her first foul. McDonald will be at the line shooting two to try to cut the lead down to one. First shot is good. McDonald so far on the season has averaged close to 14 points per game. Can't hit the second. So it's still a 2-point lead for the Lady Bruins, but still this is the closest the Lady Tigers have been all afternoon. Coming up on a minute 30 remaining here in the third quarter. 36-34 is our score. Here's Collins. Collins with the big body, counting in one. Bunkley picks up her third foul. So at the line shooting is Collins. And that's no good. So still a minute 30 seconds remaining. Lady Tigers down by 4 at 38-34. Shot by Culver, no good. White comes away with the rebound. Here's Montgomery, nice pass. Shot no good. Collins with the follow, it's good. So Collins off the bench with 2 field goals. She has 4 points and is back up to a 6-point Lady Bruin lead with 50 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. It's 40-34, but the Lady Tigers have played much better here in this third period. Here's Ashley Johnson, unable to hit as Collins comes away with the board. Here's Mitchell. Once again, Mitchell being guarded very tightly there by McDonald. It's been tough going for Mitchell as far as in the scoring column. She's only scored 5 points, but she usually scores about 16 points a game. As that shot is no good. Ball knocked around. White picks it up. Up the court it goes. Off of the hands of the Lady Tiger. As we have 8.9 seconds remaining. Shot clock turned off. Carolina can hold for the final shot of this third period.
Ninth in line for the Lady Tigers is number 44, Newell.
Newell checks back in, and Card checks back in as well. Bunkley and Ashley Johnson will sit out the final 8 seconds. And we'll have a whistle as soon as the inbound pass was made. The foul is called on the Bruins. Collins picks up her second personal. So at 8.2 10 seconds remaining, Lady Tigers now with an opportunity to cut the lead as Bunkley and Ashley Johnson checks back in. Newbill will head to the seat. Here's McDonald. Not much time. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. McDonald. And that is the end of the third period. And a third period that saw a point explosion here for the Lady Tigers as they started off the third period with only 18 points, but ended up putting 16 points on the board in that third period, and a much better played offensively third period for the Lady Tigers, but still down by 6, 40-34. But the Lady Tigers playing much better here in this third quarter. And as I mentioned, defensively speaking, they have held Carolina University down, and even in the third quarter. In that third quarter, the Lady Tigers outscored the Lady Bruins 16-13. So we'll see what happens here in the fourth quarter. Normally here in the fourth quarter, Lady Tigers really turns it on here in the fourth quarter, and they'll need a good performance here in the fourth quarter to cut in on the 6-point lead if they want to win their 5th game of their regular season and their 4th game at home. Want to talk about the raucous crowd here this afternoon. As you can probably notice that we're missing a big element of our crowd, and that is the students as they are on their Christmas vacation, and that's including our student crew. Got to give a shout out to Jayla, George, as well as Lauren and Genesis, all not able to make it here. So we're working with a skeleton crew. So my broadcast partner, Cam McLean, is manning the camera here this afternoon. Nice work, Mr. McLean. 40-34 is our score as we start the fourth quarter, as we'll have a whistle to open up the fourth quarter.
Number 3, White. That's her second.
Also for our Tiger fans, if you can, make it up to Orangeburg here later on this afternoon as the Tigers are in action, taking on Morris College. Bunkley hits the first. Bunkley with her 7th point this afternoon. Coming up on 9.5 minutes to go. And this should be a down-to-the-wire matchup here between two teams who's trying to look for a win here this December afternoon. Here's Collins across the lane, and it's good. Collins with her 3rd field goal, 6 points on the afternoon for Ayanna Collins, and it's a 42-36 Carolina lead. Jump balls as the arrow points it to the Bruins, but I'm looking the other way. Well, I'm looking at the scores table. It says possession now to Voorhees, but they'll give it to the Bruins. (42-36) as we played just a minute here in this 4th and final quarter. Here's Collins, gives it up inside, count it, and one. Roberson with the deuce. Casey Johnson picks up her 3rd, and that's the team's first of the 4th quarter. Brittany McDonald checks back in.
And the line shooting 1 is number 34, Robertson.
We'll have a foul call on the Bruins. Gordon picks up her 2nd. And team 2nd. Here's Ashley Johnson. Johnson draws the foul.
The foul is on the Bruins, 32.
So the foul is called on Collins. That is her 3rd. And team's 3rd. Ashley Johnson will shoot 2. Ashley with 7 points. Trying to look for points 8 and 9. Eight minutes and 32 seconds remaining here in the 4th and final quarter. Once again, thank you for tuning in to our YouTube page at VC Tiger Sports and also on our Facebook page at Voorhees College.
Now the lineup for the Lady Tigers is number 35.
45-37 is our score. Lady Tigers down by 8. Here's Mitchell. Once again, good defense shown here by Brittany McDonald all afternoon on the leading Lady Bruins scorer. Only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Oh, and they'll call the foul on McDonald.
That's her 3rd.
McDonald picks up her 3rd. That's the team's 2nd. Foot on the line for Mitchell. No good. Roberson picks it up. Another opportunity for the Lady Bruins. And if you're trying to come back in this game, Lady Tigers defensively has to stop the multiple chances of the Lady Bruins, as this time Mitchell will not be denied. Denasia Mitchell with her first 2 points since the first half. And it's a 10-point lead for the Lady Bruins. Here's Wilds. Gives it up to Culver. Ball loose, and they'll say last touch by the Lady Tigers off of Culver.
30-second timeout.
30-second timeout is called by Voorhees. So it's a 10-point lead, 47-37 for Carolina University. At one point in time, the Lady Tigers cut the lead down to 3, but since then, the Carolina University Lady Bruins has put a couple of points on the board, thanks to Collins and also Mitchell. And just like that, what it once was a 3-point deficit is now a 10-point deficit. And one of the reasons why the Lady Tigers cut that lead down to 3 points, defensively, causing turnovers, and not only that, limiting the Lady Bruins as far as score-wise. A little press here. Card almost came up with the ball. So here's Carolina now. Carolina 1-4 on the road so far this season, looking for their second road victory. Mitchell puts it up, no good. Rebound, and the follow is there for Collins.
4-2 by Collins.
Collins now with her 8th point of the afternoon. All 8 points scored in the second half for Ayanna Collins, and it's a 12-point lead for Carolina. Wilds misses that one as Montgomery, yes, she is called for the traveling violation.
Possession.
Or they'll call it a palming. Either way, she did both, palming and walking.
21 Buckley.
Buckley checks back in. 49-37 is our score with 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Lady Tigers did cut the lead down to 3 at one point in time, and Buckley puts it in. Right now, the Lady Tigers need to get on a nice run here in this last 6 minutes and 24 seconds, as we'll have another officials timeout. Officials timeout as they are readjusting the shot clock again. Destiny Owens will step away, back to the bench. 49-39 is our score. Lady Bruins on top. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell! Strong to the hoop. So Mitchell with her second basket of the second half. She has 9 points on the afternoon as Wilds unable to hit the three-pointer, and will have a foul called against Ashley Johnson.
22, Ashley Johnson. That's her third.
Ashley picks up her third, and that is the team's third. 5 minutes and 52 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Carolina University on top 51-39. There's Mitchell. She's being guarded there by Card. Here's Mitchell. Can't hit. And the Lady Tigers with only 5.5 minutes to go, down 51-39. Need to start putting some points on the board as we'll have a foul. Looks like Collins is called for the foul. That is her fourth. So one more foul for Collins, and she'll call it an afternoon.
Number 1, McDonald. And for the Bruins, number 3, White.
Calliana White, number 3, checks back in for the Lady Bruins. Once again, let us know where you're watching the game from. We've got somebody tuning in from Texas. We also, of course, Coach James Williams, assistant coach for the men's Tigers team, also checking in before they have their game later on this afternoon. Here's Wilds, gives it up. Ashley Johnson hits.
By Johnson. Ashley.
So it's down to a 10-point lead once again. Lady Tigers down 51-41, and we're now at the 5-minute mark of this fourth quarter. Here's McDonald, not giving Mitchell an inch. Wells, blocked, but Wells picks it back up, puts it up, and a second time puts it in. So it ties the biggest lead of the ball game for the Lady Bruins. Here's Ashley. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ashley Johnson. 4 minutes and 28 seconds remaining here in this ball game. 53-41 is our score. Lady Tigers are down by 12, trying to cut in on this lead here. Right now, Carolina trying to at least bleed some of the clock out a little bit. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell, the primary ball handler for the Lady Bruins, especially down the stretch. Oh, nice play, but too hard off the glass for Mitchell. Wells picks it back up, so another opportunity. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell for 3. No good. Ball knocked around, and once again, another opportunity for the Lady Bruins. So they're trying to get back into this ball game, but the Bruins getting third and fourth opportunities. Ball kicked out of bounds. Shot clock at 7. Game clock is at 3 minutes and 32 seconds. Wells inside. Can't hit. Good defense there for Ashley Johnson. Bunkley comes away with the basketball. Bunkley, quick three-pointer the other way. No good. White comes away with the boards. Coming up on 3 minutes to go. Lady Tigers down to the Lady Bruins, 53-41. Here's Mitchell, once again being guarded. She's been guarded most of the day by McDonald. She's short on that shot. Wilds, up the court it goes for Ashley Johnson. Let's see, last touch by the Lady Bruins. Score still remains 53-41. We've been at this score for a little while now. 2 minutes and 46 seconds to go. Wilds, running shot, too hard off the glass. Coming up on 2.5 minutes to go. Montgomery, who was very hot in the first half, gives it off to Wells. Wells misses. Ashley once again playing good defense. Here's McDonald. She gets it off. 3-pointer on the way. Oh, in and out. Man, if Bunkley could have made that, that would have made the score very interesting with 2 minutes to go. We're officially now under the 2-minute mark. Oh, nice up and under move. As Roberson with the shot. McDonald comes back the other way with a quick deuce.
30-second timeout.
So it's a 30-second timeout called by the Lady Bruins, but the Lady Bruins still with the 12-point lead at 55-43. And right now, with a minute 47 seconds remaining, Lady Tigers do not have too much time left here, and they got to get back into this ball game, being down by 12, 55-43. Of course, when you start looking at the time and you're looking at three-pointer shots, Wilds can hit the three-pointer. Buckley has hit 2 3-pointers. Brittany McDonald, she's very capable of hitting a couple of three-pointers. Meanwhile, for the Lady Bruins has not let this lead slip totally. Carolina at one point only had a 3-point lead in the second half. But since then, some good shooting and some timely rebounds as well. The Lady Tigers will have possession with a minute 37 seconds to go. So let's see if the Lady Tigers have one great run left in them with a minute 37 seconds to go. Here's Wilds to give it up and tipped and stolen into the hands of Montgomery. We have a few more people checking in the comment section. Mitchell's family. Dennis Mitchell checking in from Delray Beach, Florida. Thank you for tuning in, sir. Checking out your daughter. Roberson can't hit. Ashley Johnson comes away with the boards. Under a minute to go. McDonald. Big three-pointer. Buckley can hit it. No. Culver comes away with it. And she draws the foul, and the clock stops with 48 seconds to go.
Foul is on the Bruins, 34 Robertson. That's her second, team's fifth. Into the game now for the Lady Tigers is number 11.
Roberson picks up the foul.
Is number 12, Diamond Culver.
That is her second and team's fifth. Culver with some big free throws coming up here. Well, one way to get back into the ball game is the clock stop and you can hit your free throws. All right, second shot, no good. Still 55-44 is our score. Lady Bruins looking to win only just their third game of the regular season. Wells gives up to White. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell in the lane, can't hit. 18 seconds, shot clock turned off. Culver can't hit. Bruins can hold, but instead up the court it goes to Montgomery, and Montgomery will pull back, and that will do it. Final score, 55-44 as Carolina University defeats Voorhees College. Once again, final score, 55-44. Carolina now improves their record to 3-6 on the regular season. Meanwhile, Voorhees dropped to a record of 4-8 on the regular season. as both teams with the sportsmanship. Congratulations on a good game. 55-44 once again is our final score. And when you look at the box score here, tough game to lose here for the Lady Tigers, who've played so well here at home. As I mentioned, 3 of their 4 victories this year has come here in the friendly confines. But this time around, Carolina was just a little better here this afternoon. And if you look at the box scores, look at the total rebounds, because there are times where Carolina out-rebound the Lady Tigers when they need it. And with second and third chances and fourth chances and everything, Carolina capitalized on their second and third chances due to offensive rebounds. Meanwhile, for Voorhees tried to get back into it. They were down at one point in time only by 3 when they were down by 12 at one point. But they came back only down by 3. But then that is when Carolina took things over on the boards and on the scoreboard. And they win it 55-44. So once again, the Lady Tigers dropped to a record of 4-8. We'll have the post-game show coming up after a few words, and we'll have also Coach Edward Glover and his thoughts about this ball game. So stay with us, folks. Still have more to get to here on the VC Tigers Sports Network. Excuse me. There you go. Well, welcome back here as we are here at our post-game show. I'm Clarence Jones as the Carolina Lady Bruins come into the Tigers Den and take one from our Lady Tigers by the final score of 55-44. With that loss, the Lady Tigers now drop to a record of 4-8 overall and now on a 4-game losing streak after winning on the road up there in Orangeburg against the Lady Panthers of Claflin. But after that victorious win at Claflin, they have not tasted the fruits of victory as of yet, but still the Lady Tigers are still battling back here. Again, they dropped to a record of 4-8. Meanwhile, for the Carolina Lady Bruins, they improved their record now to 3-6. 2-4 on the road. Next up for the Lady Bruins, next up for the Lady Tigers, as they'll take a little break here as they come up on the Christmas break. Their next game coming up, home game, will be after the New Year's celebration. So hopefully that you'll join us for that. When you look at this game, folks, for the Lady Tigers, once again, they battled back. They was down by 12 points at one point in time, but they battled back, only down by 3, hitting some key threes. Was Bunkley hitting a couple of threes, also hitting a couple of threes, Wilds, and of course Brittany McDonald being Brittany McDonald, having her usual game. But again, for the Lady Tigers, they came up just short, losing 55-44. And if you look at anything, look at how the Carolina Lady Bruins actually came out in the first half, especially the play of Montgomery, number 30 for the Lady Bruins, as she put on a nice performance here this afternoon, especially in the first half, although she was kind of quiet in the second half. But in the first half, she put up double-digit points, ended off with 14 points. Meanwhile, Ayanna Collins came off the bench, scoring 8 points in a clutch role. And also you have to look at Mitchell as well. Mitchell, who had a quiet game, usually the leading scorer for the Lady Bruins, but only put up 9 points here this afternoon. But it was a quiet game. But when it counted, Mitchell was there for her team as the Lady Bruins with the victory over the Lady Tigers. Now, for the Lady Tigers, defensively speaking, turned it up a notch in the second half. But in the first half, they did pretty well, holding Carolina to only 27 points, which usually Carolina usually scores, get out to early leads. That's what made their victories as of late over Takara Falls. But the Lady Tigers did pretty well defensively speaking in the first half. But unfortunately, offensively speaking in the first half, they were lacking a little bit. In the second half, they played much better offense. But again, it was second and third chances, opportunities for the Lady Bruins, which ultimately did in the Lady Tigers. So now, once again, the Lady Tigers come in now with a 4-8 record, and looking to get back into their winning ways, which they will. And I think they have a very talented squad led by McDonald, of course, Casey Johnson, and also you can hear from Bunkley as well. And they had a few people who stepped up, but unfortunately in the point production, we could have used some more point values, but unfortunately it doesn't always happen that way. For Carolina now, Carolina once again only their second road victory of the season, which they will feel good about, going back up to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Meanwhile, for the Lady Tigers, it's back to the drawing board and see if they can get off of this losing slide before the New Year's comes in. Right now, we are waiting for the Coach Edward Glover, to come out to talk about the Lady Tigers performance here this afternoon. And once again, if you're just tuning in, the Lady Tigers fall in defeat to the Lady Bruins by the final score of 55-44. Lady Tigers now hold a 4-8 record. Meanwhile, the Lady Bruins, they have a 3-6 record, 2-4 on the road. Right now, once again, waiting for the coach to come in. And while we wait for the coach, we're going to take another little break, and we'll come back and we will hear from Coach Edward Glover about today's loss here against Carolina University. You're watching Lady Tigers basketball postgame show right here on the VC Tigers Sports Network. Back here at the Leonard E. Dawson Center on the campus of Voorhees College, a post-game report. I'm Clarence Jones, and if you're just tuning in, the Lady Tigers with a 55-44 defeat to the hands of Carolina University Lady Bruins out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And with that loss, the Lady Tigers are now 4-8 on the regular season, and they have a 4-game losing streak going into their December 11th game against Warren Wilson. And of course, they'll have 2 more games before the New Year's come in, before 2022, December 11th against Warren Wilson, and they'll have a road game at Union. So both games are on the road to follow up this December month. Now, meanwhile, as we get ready, you're trying to wait once again for Coach Edward Glover to come in for the post-game interview. If not, no worries. We'll catch him next time. I know he's a very busy man. He's a very busy man as far as the interview goes, but we'll wait on him a few minutes more, and just want to remind you that coming up, our next broadcast of Tiger basketball will take place on December the 7th, as the men will hit the court here at Dawson Center on the campus of Voorhees College, as they will take on the Bruins of Carolina University. And coverage begin that ball game at 7 o'clock. So make sure that you join us this coming Tuesday. That will be our last broadcast before the 2022 year comes in. And I want to take this time to let people know, of course, I want to give a shout out to some of our student workers who are not here today and will not be here on Tuesday because they're enjoying their Christmas break. Jayla behind the cameras, also Genesis, who has done some excellent work behind the camera and also has produced a couple of games as well. Lauren, as well as George. Thank you to all of our students, because it really takes a lot of people to get this broadcast on. And without those people, of course, we were shorthanded today. So I have to give a shout out to my broadcast partner, Cam McLean, who is behind the camera doing a nice job. And of course, Curtis Sumner running from one stationary camera to the other stationary camera. And just, we had a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes this afternoon, but that's what it takes, you know, when we have when we shorthanded like that. So right now, Coach Glover is getting ready to join us here on the broadcast, as he is going to talk about today's game, as once again the Lady Tigers falls to defeat to Carolina 55-44. Coach, come on into the shot here. Coach Edward Glover joins us right now, and Coach Glover, I know you have the box scores here. Just want to, I know you taking a look at them, but just want to get your initial comments about this afternoon's ball game.
Well, the effort was there, but it wasn't there. It was there in phases, not completely. You can't win with 26 turnovers. You can't win giving up 18 offensive rebounds to the opposing team. That was pretty much it right there. You know, you play good defense and you give it right back to the team. That's another opportunity. And I'll give you a true example of this. They had 72 attempts to the basket to our 54. Wow. We do the math. What's that? 18 offensive rebounds right there. Right. 26 turnovers. That's just we haven't cleaned that up all year long. Even games we won, we've turned the ball over more. We just got to keep working. If I'm talking like this in February, we're not having a good season.
So when you look at this game, because I mentioned, like, in the first half, this team here, Carolina, coming off of that victory against Toccoa Falls, they put up 22 points in the first quarter. And I was impressed with the fact that the Lady Tigers held them down for most of the first half, but it just seemed like offensively we just wasn't getting into rhythm.
Yeah. And like I say, when you play that good defense, they get an offensive rebound. That can kill a momentum going back the other way. Right. Turnovers can kill, momentum sometimes. Well, then sometimes all the time. But we just got to get better. We just got to, play, went to the veterans tonight. Hoping they could, laying on that. I'm looking at their minutes. The veterans got them. They were there. Going with some, trying to get some leadership out there.
Right. And, And it seemed at times because at one time, Lady Tigers was down by like 12, and then during the third quarter, which they actually played their best game in the third quarter, only getting down by 3 points. But then from there, it just seemed like they just couldn't get over that hill. But you mentioned the turnovers and at key moments of the game as well.
And it would be interesting if I could see every quarter with the stats. I don't know if I can get that. I mean, I have to look back and see if I can get that to see how we did after each quarter when it came to statistics. Because that can tell you a story too, what you did from the halftime to the fourth, at the third period. So we got to work, man. I mean, what's that? I'm trying to keep the count of games here. I think that's number
12. Yeah, 12 game.
Yeah. So it's not lost. We played on a tough Fisk team on the road the other day, and Fisk turned around and won against a team who was preseason to win our conference by 19 points. So it's there, but we got to take care of business because you don't get some wins on your belt. There's no postseason play.
And it seemed like going in, it was a good game plan because the leading scorer for Carolina coming into the game, Mitchell. She usually scores about 16 points a game, but Brittany McDonald actually did a pretty decent job on her. She had a quiet afternoon, to say the least, but still, when it came down into the fourth quarter, Mitchell was the primary ball handler for Carolina.
She didn't shoot the ball well, but those attempts she missed offensive rebounds. A lot of them was offensive rebounds. Yeah. That hurt. Yeah. A lot of those were offensive rebounds.
And I was just thinking, especially in the fourth quarter, there was a one sequence of plays where they had about 4 or 5 opportunities there. Number 32, Ayanna Collins was able to get a couple of boards. Wells, number 14 for Carolina, also did some rebounds. But as you mentioned, the offensive rebounds for Carolina, I think, you said yes, the rebounds is a factor, but I think giving them 3 and 4th and 5th chances really kind of done us in and trying to get back into this ball game.
That's a killer. That's a killer. We always say we have on the board 1, none, and done. That means we're going to board and go the other way. And we didn't get that done tonight.
So now take this out of our system, and now
we won't see them again.
Right.
Because we got them there last year, their place. So Coach Lee does a good job. My fraternity brother, he owed me this one. He got me back on this one.
Gotcha. So now we turn our attention now December 11th, like the last 2 games before we ring into the 2022 year. We have Warren Wilson coming up on December the 11th, and then at Union to kind of close out the December month of this season. So what are you looking forward to your team as you try to work and try to get back into the winning ways going up against Warren Wilson?
We're playing a complete game. We're going on the road. We're not home. And the environment today was home, but, with students not here. That makes, not a little student section.
Yeah.
Our cheerleaders, that makes a difference too. Right. They go to the line. There's no noise, no hollering. That does make a difference. Almost like last season.
The pandemic season. Yeah.
So I don't know on the road it doesn't really matter. I like it to be quiet on the road. So we'll see. There's a game. There's a time change on that game. Saturday at Warren Wilson. I'm pretty sure it's live stream. Okay. It's a 3:00 start there, and we play Union, and we'll be up in the mountains, the foothills. Maybe some snow. I don't know. We just have to get adjusted. We'll bundle up. We got to take care of business. Exams will be out of the way. We should just focus. Focus, and we got to go into the break on a high.
On a high, and also the people that are watching too. What is your message to the fans, as I always say before letting you out of here?
Well, even the students are watching. Good luck on your exams next week. Do your best you can. And we'll see you in the spring when we return back in these stands. Yes. Hopefully things will be much better. Just keep everybody else, alumni, friends, family, just keep supporting us. We'll be there. We'll be there.
Well, thank you, Coach Glover, for spending some time with me. Of course, a tough loss, but of course, one thing about basketball, we don't have to wobble, in a week. We got,
One more thing, tell everybody happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah, same to you as well, Coach. Thank you so very much.
To the viewers out there as well, because this is our last we got a men's broadcast.
Yeah, we have a men's broadcast next Tuesday.
Yeah. Come up here and talk with you all.
Oh, that'd be great. Wonderful. All right, thank you, sir. All right, that was Coach Edward Glover here to talk about the Ladies Tigers game here this afternoon. I'm Clarence Jones. Thank you for tuning in here on the VC Tiger Sports Network. We will talk to you on Tuesday when the Tigers take on the Bruins of Carolina University, and we'll have that game for you starting at 7 p.m. tip-off time. But for now, happy holidays, everyone, and we will talk to you on Tuesday night. So long, everybody.